You guys, I am in S&R right now. We're doing our monthly shopping. But you know what? I just found the score. I found a killer score here. Like I said, when you come to S&R, sometimes they have great scores. Check out this score, guys. Let me show you here. Flip this around. Check it out. You ready? Bam! Steakums. I've never seen steakums here in the Philippines. I love these things. I love cooking them up, putting some cheese, fried onions, close as I can get to a cheesesteak. But that is the score right there. Good old steakums. They're like $8 for a pack of 6, but guess what? Money well spent, in my opinion. What's up, guys? How is everybody doing? It is... What is today? Thursday? Wednesday? Thursday. Wednesday or Thursday. That's a great thing. You always forget, oh, there's the ice cream girl. You always forget what day it is, right? Unless you have something really planned. I'm up here in Koreatown. Just do a little stroll around Koreatown. It's been a while since I've been up here. There's your fruits guy. Fruits. Been a while since I've walked around Koreatown, see what's going on, what's new, what's changed. Been a while since I actually went down Friendship Highway also. There's your Jolly Bee. What do I want to talk about today? Oh, I know what I want to talk about. Remember, guys, these are my... There goes the plane. Little plane. These are my thoughts. My thoughts only. Hey, all right, here's the tray, guys. All right. These are my thoughts. Agree with me, disagree with me. You have the right to. What do I want to talk about? Here's what I want to talk about today. And I know I'll probably get distracted along the way, but that's my ADD or DCD, ACDC that I have. The ongoing question that's out there. It's always been out there. Are the Filipino girls here for your love or for your wallet? I know that's always a question. They don't love you, they love your wallet. Well, maybe. Maybe they do, maybe they don't. Oh, good morning.
Good morning, too.
Are the girls here looking for love? Sure. Sure they are. Do guys come here looking for love? Sure they do. A lot of guys come here. A lot of guys find their wife, they find their girlfriend, they find their fiance, they find the one that they want to be with. They have families, they raise kids. There's nothing wrong with that. Then you got the guys that come here and they're the Playboy, right? The only reason I'm talking about Playboy is because I just watched this documentary about Hugh Hefner and the Playboy. It was something to do like the Playboy secrets. You know, when you come here as a guy, you're like the guy that goes, or the kid that goes into a candy store. Like there's so much candy here for you to enjoy, to have at your disposal. And you pick and choose what kind of candy you want. You find that one flavor that you really, really love. But after a while, a piece of candy gets old. But you don't want to give up that piece of candy. I shouldn't be talking about candy. I'm referring to people as candy. You find that one girl that you really like, that you enjoy. That girl falls in love with you. She's young, naive, you know, very impressionable. They're fun. They are in love with you. You are in love with them. But after a while, you might decide, you know what? I still love to be with her. There's some connection there. Some people have kids with these women, and that's their connection. They don't want to give that up. But they also want to go out and try different flavors of candy. Is it right? Is it wrong? I don't know. I mean, I guess it's up to the individual. You know, but the girl will love you no matter what. And they put up with the things that you do because they love you. Not only that, what other option do they have? You know, there they are, a woman, young, impressionable, has a kid now by a foreigner. They have it made. They have 3 meals a day in their belly. The kid's being taken care of, and they just put up with it. They just put up with it. And you could say, well, the woman has the right to leave. She can walk away. Walk away to what? What is she going to walk away to? Going back to living, you know, every day, wondering if she's going to have a meal in her belly, if she's going to have food for her kid. They truly do love that foreigner. Then you do have the ones, you do have the ones, the girls, they are here straight up for your money. Straight up for your money. There's some type of agreement, some type of arrangement. You know that, she knows that. Here, I got to tell you this story. I didn't tell you this story. I'm going to tell it to you now. We were down in Port Picolera, right? And the first night we were there was this couple arguing. Then they went back to the room. The guy comes back out and he tells the owner, hey, we got a problem. I guess the girl was in their apartment there, and she was throwing things, breaking things, destroying the room they were in. And he was saying, get out, I don't want you here no more, yada, yada, yada. About 3 days later, you know, they made up. 3 days later, right? I hear the guy on his balcony or out on his little patio yelling at the girl. I want you to leave. Get out of here. When I come back, you better be gone. So he leaves, right? And I seen her with another Filipino female, and they're drinking. And I was saying to myself, this is going to be good. This is going to be good later, because she started drinking. Later on that night, hey, here comes the old transportation buggy. Hey, all right. Later on that night, I hear this argument going on. I go out there, right? And the guy's yelling. He's yelling for the security there. Kuya, help me, Kuya. She's trying to kill me. And I'm looking, right? I'm looking. She's got the dude's shirt wrapped up around his neck. Of course, she's drunk because she's been drinking all day. She's got this dude's shirt wrapped up around his neck, her foot in his back, and literally pulling as hard as she can on this shirt that was wrapped around his neck. I'm like, wow, now that's true love. That is just true love, right? So the security comes over and he's talking. Next thing you know, he breaks free, takes off running, right? Like, wow, this is crazy. Didn't see him then the rest of the night. Next day, I'm down in Sabang there, and I'm at the little grocery store. And he walks in with a new girl, right? I'm like, all right, got himself a new girl, right? Later on that night, he's back at his apartment with the girl that had the shirt wrapped around his neck and choking the hell out of him, trying to kill him. They're back, they're walking around, they're holding hands. It was like it never happened. What kind of relationship do you want? Do you want a relationship like that? You know, I don't know their whole story. I don't know what triggered everything off. I can only go off of what I've seen, but I'm like, wow, this is crazy. Now that is a relationship that, wow, that's true love, right? That's just plain out nuts. There you go, all right, all right. There's relationships like that, you know? It's not the kind of relationship that I would want to be in. Well, you know what? You will run into the girls here. And you get caught doing something, man, they might snap on you. Then you got the others, they just accept it. They accept it because what other option do they have? What other option do they have? Like I said, they got 3 meals a day in their belly. You know, they don't have to worry. If they have children, they don't have to worry about the children because you, the foreigner, are taking care of it, which gives you a pass to do whatever you want, and the girl will just accept it. And then you get the foreigners here that will flat out tell the girl, if you don't like it, go back to your province. You know, they know how to play them. The Playboy, the Expat Playboy. Anyways, that's just my thoughts. It's what it is. You know, you come here, however you want to live, you live it. I guess it all comes down to, I guess, how you were raised. You know, if you came from a family that your mother, your father loved each other, worked through things, supported each other, that's what you were taught. That's how you were raised. If you come from a different type of family situation where maybe your father was an alcoholic, ran around on your mother, maybe your mother was an alcoholic, ran around on your father. Everybody has their own reasons for doing what they do in life, right? So, this is Koreatown, huh? All right, guys, let's continue on with our story, my thoughts, now that I'm home. You know, I was saying earlier, I was watching this show about Hugh Hefner and the Playboy Mansion and the things that were going on in the Playboy Mansion. You know, you think about it, you come here as a foreigner in the Philippines, you are like a Hugh Hefner, right? Look at you. Had power, had money, and had lots of women to choose from. You arrive here, you got money. That gives you power. And guess what? You got a lot of women to choose from. It's how you, I guess it's how, what do you want to do? What do you want to do with, you know, the power you have, the money you have, and the women you can choose from? I know guys here that they're just here to date the girls. That's it. They treat the girl good. They treat them with respect. If things don't work out, they just don't work out. And that's all they do. You have ones that come here and they just flat out treat the girls like crap. Why? Because that's just their way of thinking. That's how they are. That's who they are. They don't have respect for themselves, so how can they even have respect for a woman here? You got to remember, guys, there are people that will not, you know, bring a female Filipino back to their country, marry them, just bring them back. Why? Because now she becomes that little kid in the candy store. Now she is the hot commodity. She is what everybody wants. When that foreigner takes them back and you hear these stories, I brought this girl to America, or brought her here, gave her an education, did this, did that, and then she turns around and leaves me and cheats on me. But you forget to say how bad you treated that person. I hear that all the time. I brought her this and that. Then they're mad. Then they want to take red pills and blue pills and green pills and purple pills and all the other pills of why it's not their fault and it's the girl's fault. Whatever. But yeah, what do you want to do with that? You know, you want to come here and treat a girl with respect, show her kindness, or do you want to come here and just basically be a dick. That's all you are, for real. I know people they might get mad at what I have to say. Remember, these are my thoughts only. I'm going to leave you with one story. I know a gentleman, pre-pandemic, came over here from Thailand. Stopped by our store, talked to me a little bit. Said he was still going to go back to Thailand. Then the pandemic happened, and of course he couldn't go back to Thailand at a certain point, but you could return back to Thailand if you were married. This man was married. Says he was in love with his wife, still in love with his wife. Never went back. Never went back. Might have used the excuse, I can't fly. Bullshit, yes you could. Now that the pandemic's over and you can go back to your wife, he's just not. What is his reason why? I don't know. I mean, he says he still loves his wife. Well, guys, if I was away from my wife for 3 years, the second I could get on a plane to go back and see her, I would see her. I would be with her. I would do everything I can to get her to where I was at. But that's another thing, you know, guys come over here and, you know, I don't know what stories they're telling, you know, their wife or whatever from you know, back home, why they're here so long, what they're doing here. It's going to be a lie, right? If they're here, they're not working, they're just hanging out, riding around, hanging out in Angeles City. You know what they're here doing, right? But yeah, like I said, what are you here for? You know, are you here to be that playboy and treat people bad and the girls bad? Or are you here to find love, get married, raise a family? You know, that's the ongoing question. Do they love me or do they love my wallet? Just my thoughts. So anyways, guys, you know what it is? It is getting hot. It is starting to get hot out. You can feel the heat starting to kick in the middle of the day. Welcome to summertime, right? So with that being said, if you haven't subscribed, and you're one of the people that constantly watch my channel, my videos, greatly appreciate it if you subscribe. Help out the channel. On our way to 100,000 subscribers. Hope to get it by the end of the year. And with that, we'll talk to you later.